Hey guys, it's Question Tuesday. Did you miss me? Even a little bit? Come on, let's hug this out. Well, I got a really great question about what I need to write, like if I needed specific foods or specific music, and it's not quite like that, but I really do need a lot of extra stuff to write. So here is an insight into my crazy mind when I'm trying to write a story. First things first, I suggest you get rid of your computer and pick up a notebook. Not kidding. I fully believe that every story has a personality. Each notebook that I have for a project has its own specific feel, and I write it in a specific color. For instance, The Siren was written in green, because I think of the ocean more as green than blue. The Selection, my current project, is written in purple, so just think about that one. Also, it's really crucial for me to get the world right. If you go through my notebooks, you're going to find little pages where I've stopped writing and started interviewing my characters, because it's hard to know why a scene is frightening if you don't know what your character's greatest fears are, or to know why something is really moving to someone unless you know what their favorite childhood memory was. For me, that's really important because that's what moves the story forward for me, the people and what they're going through. You're also gonna find a lot of weird things like maps of countries I've invented, or the blueprints for a house so that I know how a scene will look when I write it in my head. I also find myself designing clothes or color palettes for certain characters or specific moments in the story because I want to know what they look like. And a big thing that I am hugely nerdy about is timelines. For The Siren, this meant that I had to go back and look up a century's worth of information. I had to know about floods and ship sinkings, and I had to know about fashion and current events, and string it out into a thing that made an entire lifetime for one person. My current project is a lot more compact than that, and so I have to outline the month, so I make sure that things that need to fall on specific days do. If for me, I cannot get the story straight unless I have a timeline. I'm also really nerdy about names. I go to baby naming sites all the time, and if I'm writing a story and I don't have the right name for a character, I will leave a blank until I do, because it's not right. It's not right unless I have the right name. And sometimes writing involves travel for me. If you've read The Siren, you know that a large part of it takes place in Port Clyde, Maine, and I had to go there. I had to see it. I had to make sure that the place that I said it was what it was, because if I lied about a town, I would have felt really bad about it. And lucky for me, it was absolutely heaven and everything I dreamed it would be and more. And if you want to see my name guide, the playlist, or pictures from Port Clyde, go to kiracast.com, click under the writing section, and you can see all the behind the scenes stuff for what went into writing that book. I hope that helps explain what's going on in my brain a little bit, and I hope it inspires you, because I know a lot of you guys like to write too. And leave your questions for next time, and hopefully it won't be like another month before I get to do a Question Tuesday. I make no promises.